What's up, fellas? Welcome back to another Clash Royale video. So I typically don't do Clash Royale videos, but I did get all 12 wins in the Triple Elixir Challenge, and since you can potentially get over 100k in gold in this challenge, I wanted to share my deck and how I created it and strengths of it, weaknesses of it, and how to counter specific stuff. Looking at this. So yeah, here you go. I did win the Elixir Challenge, and I did win it using this deck right here. So talking about the deck itself, yeah, it's a pretty heavy deck, but that's the point of having essentially 3 times an elixir. You want like a deck that's pretty hard and a decently high elixir cost. So this average elixir is like 4.8, nearly 5. So obviously, in regular, normal, 1 times elixir battle, this won't fly. But since it's 3 times elixir, this is a pretty good deck. So, as usual, you do have the tank, Golem. The 3 muskets is essentially for fire damage. You split it at the end and go from there. So damage there. You got yourself the Executioner. That's just to control the little troops, the minions, stuff like that, to make sure the Golem does get to the tower. Got yourself a Lumberjack, and this is extremely helpful whenever he drops the Rage, because he's essentially another mini tank, or sorry, I guess mini hard hitter, I guess. And he does drop a rage, which helps the units surrounding him. So that's a win-win. So if you don't have the Lumberjack, I recommend switching it with the mini P.E.K.K.A. Sure, you don't have that rage ability, but you still have that damage whenever you do need it against a tank. For example, another Golem, another Giant, that which you need a counter from the enemy. Then you got yourself the Mega Minion. I like the Mega Minion because he or she, or it rather, can't die from like small spell damage such as zap or arrows or even the Executioner. The Executioner can't take it out in one hit. And that's what I like about it. It's much more tankier, beefier. You got yourself a zap spell because a lot of people are running the Inferno Dragon or the Inferno, any combination of that, because everyone's gonna hit heavy. So if you have a zap, you could take care of the Inferno Tower, like reset it, or since the Night Witch is more popular these days, you can get rid of her bats like that by just zapping it. And you got yourself 3 elixir minions. It's good or great against like a graveyard or something like that. Just extra units on the ground. And it's an air unit, so, you know, that's that. Honestly, you could change some minions with something else, maybe archers if you like it. Goblins, maybe musketeer. That may be too expensive. Spear gobs. Goblin barrel, maybe. Or even an inferno drag. It's up to you. But I did like minions because the other units are quite heavy, and there's not many of them, so these will add essentially more bodies, more fresh meat to kill, essentially. So, I did try the event 2 times. Once was through the free thing, but I didn't realize that the cards don't level up, so I had like a level 5 musketeers, or something like level 5 musketeers, and I click play, and they didn't go up to tournament standard, so I was like, what the heck is going on? Maybe, I think we could see it, I'm not too sure. There you go. Look, see, level 5 musketeers. This was when I was like, say what? Pardon? They don't level up, and I got my butt kicked. I tried my main deck, which I use for ladder pushing, here, and that didn't work out either. And I tried this, it worked out a bit, so I was like, let's try it again, man. with the balloon and whatnot, and I just got whooped again. I just got cleaned out once again. So at this point, I realized the minion horde was too squishy because I went against pretty much everyone had some sort of splash damage, like a wizard, a witch. So the minion horde really didn't help me out. So I switched that out with the mini P.E.K.K.A. and I started to win. And here is where my streak continues, and think until victory, victory. See, so many victories until I come here with a defeat. And this is a similar deck, but he had a lumberjack and obviously a dragon. So from there on, I was like, why not try a lumberjack? Because he does give you an extra rage, and I got like whooped with the lumberjack due to that rage ability that he drops. And then, pretty much from then, it was just smooth sailing. This is a great event to get 3 crowns. I typically don't go for just 2 crowns because you have so much momentum, and if you just ignore the tower they're taking, you can definitely 3 crown them. So like sort of forget about the tower, just forget about their push, and you push really hard. So that being said, let's watch some examples, and hopefully I can narrate what's going on or what I did. Okay, yeah, this one here was a pretty tough one because he had a bowler, and bowlers don't work well with anything behind the golem. So let's give that a shot. So pumping up, pumping up. I think I started at 3 musketeers in the back, split. He put the bowler down though, so there. I split with 2 musketeers on the bowler end, or the bowler side rather, and he puts his own 3 muskets. At this point, I'm like, shoot. So I put the golem down, and then, so I put the golem down on the left side because I did see the 3 muskets, and I knew the 3 muskets won't be able to touch anything behind the golem. If I placed it on the right hand side, there would be a chance that he maybe had like a tornado or something, and the bowler would be able to reach the units behind the golem, making it, not worth it. So that was my rationale behind using it to the left side. And here I'm going to fireball, zap, I believe, the musketeers, just to get rid of them. Yep. He pulls out the barbarians. I put the minions down just to clean them up. And I believe I put the executioner, at the back. Okay, yeah. Once again, musketeer chip damage. Sorry, I can't talk. Musketeer chip damage. Ignore it, because it's not going to take a tower down by itself. So that's what I did. I saved ELIXIR and ignored it. So sometimes that's the best bet you can do. So at this point, I'm a bit wary because of the bowler. So I just put a minion, or Mega Minion, to take care of it. P.E.K.K.A. and the minions to take care of for the musketeer. Executioner still alive. Bowler distracted by the golem. All smooth sailing. Sort of snuck in the golem right side because I knew left tower was going down. Got yourself a Mega Minion, right side. Golem, right side, hit the tower. Minions to clean up the Hog Rider he sent. And I believe another Golem will go down. There you go. And I think I put an Executioner. Maybe not. Fireball. My reaction time was way too late, or else I could have hit all 3 of those Musketeers. So Musketeers, I probably shouldn't have placed them there because the bowler hit 2 of them and nearly KO'd them before getting himself killed. And then here 2 bowlers, which I had to fireball this, or else my tower would have been, well, I guess it's toast regardless, but it would have saved itself from more troop onslaught. So I lose a tower, surprisingly, right? So Golem at the back. I knew I could fireball the tower at the left, so I just left that for now. Executioner, he puts the 3 muskets in the middle, which is a great idea. Caught me off guard, and he almost took the tower out. Fireball. Now, this is going to be the make or break push, essentially. If I don't get this golem to the tower, and my troops behind it, I'm pretty much screwed. I put the musketeers in the center, clean everything out, so the troops are focused on the golem. Another golem incoming. I'm just going for the 3 at this point because I knew it'll come down to the 3-star because my second tower is pretty much dead. I ignore the hog, I just go for the 3 because I know a hog by itself won't take the crown tower off. 3-star. And boom. So you gotta make some sacrifices and a bit of a taunt there. I like taunting if I win because, you know, other people do it, so might as well. So that was something against a pretty hard deck. And we can try something against the graveyard. With the graveyard, I saved the 3 elixir minions and use it for that. And he has a free spell as well, so this one was pretty intense. And a tornado, which is extremely annoying. Really annoying. He had an annoying deck, but somehow I beat him. So as usual, 3 muskets, split. Come on, okay, there you go. P.E.K.K.A. Clean out the giant. He has that, puts that in. Minions, thankfully, I guess one of them made it from not being frozen. Places down an Inferno Tower, so at this point I'm like, gotta put the golem down, gotta put the golem down. So I'm like, yep, golem, there you go. Gotta make use of the time where he places down his Inferno Tower. Because it hopefully may not be in rotation. Let's see what they do here. Yep, another graveyard. Minions. He freezes it. So I guess that was a pretty good idea from him. A tornado really messing me up here. My god. It was pretty bad. He had a really annoying deck. So somehow, some way, Golem made it to the tower, cleaning up the giant, which was basically meat, fresh meat for my troops. He tornadoes and uses the executioner, which is really annoying. P.E.K.K.A. down for the giant. Got my mega minion. My minions aren't in cycle. Waiting for that freeze. Still waiting. He doesn't freeze, so I'm like, shoot, okay. Try to clear out the left side with the fireball. Still uses the freaking tornado spell. At this point, I knew he used his fireball. Alright, I believe he had a fireball. I'm not too sure. I think he even has a fireball. I'm not too sure about that, but yeah, clean it out. I lose my right tower. Oh, he doesn't have a fireball, but you know, he has that. Try to get rid of it. I don't want to get 3 crowned. He puts another Inferno Tower down. Thankfully, this time, we break through. Golem hits the tower, and it will be a tie. My tower is pretty low. Kind of worried about that. And at this point, I believe, yeah, I guess I'm going to go for the 3. Mega Minion, clean that out. Oh, I put Executioner, because, you know, there's too many skeletons. Gotta get rid of the Witch. Did that. Moving in. Musketeers in the center. Hopefully, nope. Really hope for the double crown. But he moves it away. Mega Minion on top. Waiting for another cycle of 3 muskets so I can put it in the center. Because you know at least one of them is going to hit that tower. Minions quite readily take care of the graveyard. Did you see that, guys? Minions plus Executioner completely shut down a graveyard. So he froze the middle and he tornadoed, which was good on his part. All I did, fireball, now I'm just waiting for a cycle. And I believe the mini P.E.K.K.A. actually, nope, he does not. He saves it. And that was his fatal mistake. He freezes. He loses so much elixir by that, because he freezes nothing. And I have a fireball waiting, as you can see. And boom. Another taunt. So it's that easy, man. Let's see against an air deck. I know I faced an air deck. Oh, speak of the devil. Air deck. So with air decks, what I usually did, or what I usually do, is just go for the 3 count. Just push really hard. Because, not many of my units can hit air. And even if they, well, I guess they can hit air, but, um, you're dealing against a lava hound and a lot of stuff behind it. So, they're gonna get killed. So I think what I did here was just go for the 3 crown. A sure sign of them having um, a lava hound is whenever they placed air units behind. So in this case, my man here placed the Mega Minion and the dragon behind the tower, or like started from the back, and then from there I was like, yeah, definitely. Here I was like, okay, okay. It puts both of the dragons down. And at this point, I'm like, okay, yep, there you go, Hound. I have to put the Musketeers to get rid of the Hound because Inferno Dragon, man, those guys are nuts. It took down my tower. At this point, I'm like, shoot, there goes my morale. But I do have a full health, 2 full health golems heading towards the left tower with a sprinkle of 3 muskets. Trying to also get rid of the right hand side as well with my mini P.E.K.K.A, but he sort of blocks it. You know, that stuff happens. Musketeers try to get rid of the Inferno Drug because I knew, or he didn't have, I knew he didn't have the Fireball. And pretty much everyone just snowballed because I did have a full health golem there. So the key here was to sort of, match the golem when he doesn't have an Inferno Drag and pretty much push hard. Even if your golem has like maybe low HP, remember he splits into 2 other mini golemites, and that still provides tanking maneuvers or measures for your back force. So that's pretty good. Um, Run of the mill here. Okay, let's try this one. As you see, there's a lot of 3 crowns there, so it works. Alright, so here, this guy has a mirror and a rocket, and 3 musketeers, and a P.E.K.K.A. So usually P.E.K.K.A counters Golem, because obviously P.E.K.K.A can hit Golem, Golem can't. Here, okay, never do that. Never, not split the 3 musketeers, especially towards the beginning of a match where you don't know what your enemy has. In this case, I had a fireball. So I fireballed the tower and the 3 muskets. That was a terrible play on him. Just wanted to point that out. Always split your 3 muskets unless you know your opponent doesn't have any splash damage or like spell damage and it's not in his cycle or her cycle currently. There you go. Executioner at the back. He places down a mini, or not a mini P.E.K.K.A, a large P.E.K.K.A. Put my muskets there. He rockets, taking out my executioner. I had to zap the musketeers because they did a lot of damage. P.E.K.K.A right side because I already used the... P.E.K.K.A right side because I didn't really need the P.E.K.K.A because the big P.E.K.K.A already went down. And that was his main push card. Or main tank, rather. 3 muskets to take care of the elite barbs. Mega Minion as well, just to clean that P.E.K.K.A up. Small minions. He puts another P.E.K.K.A. And at this point I squeeze in a golem in the middle. There you go. So the musketeers target the golem, while mine take care of those musketeers. Zap. Gotta make sure my golem makes it. Alright, at this point, it's just smooth sailing. I just spam whatever comes first. And he has no idea what to do. Cleaned out. Just cleaned out. And I think I also placed the muskets now. Just wiped out. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. Gone. So at the end, it was more of a spam match. And since I had a mini P.E.K.K.A and stuff like that, hard hitters, they had cover from the golem. Everything was Gucci. Okay, this was against a clanmate, so let's just chill. Uh, oh yeah, this was also nasty, man. With the witches and the mirrors, oh my god, it got really disgusting. So Mega Minion, I didn't have much of a good cycle. I think I put minions there, and then Golem in front. I ignored both of the skeletons. I put 3 muskets at the back because I knew that tower's gone. Like, pretty much gone, man. And he clones it, man. So I knew at this point I had to defend, or else my tower, my king tower, would be just, like, gone. And he just tries to push hard. And all this while, I was focusing on protecting my tower. I didn't even realize his tower going down with my 3 muskets, or rather 2 muskets. And that, like... that 3 crown. He had a fireball. He would have 3 crowned me, man. That was clutch. That was really clutch. If he had 3 crowned me, I would have been done for. But that was hella clutch. So that was pretty good. Run of the mill. Here I lost. I don't want to really show a loss. But this is where I changed the deck to Lumberjack. Oh man. Against lightning spells. That was really annoying because he always somehow managed to get my 3 musketeers in his lightning spell. And he saved that lightning spell for my 3 musketeers. So that was really annoying. Somehow I made a victory. I don't remember how, but I did. Oh yeah, guys, another tip. Don't bring an elixir collector. It's 3 times elixir. You're just wasting if you're bringing another collector on top of that. That's too much elixir, man. Just take a chill pill. And also here, I had a really bad hand. He had a golem. I didn't have anything. I was like, really? Really? At this point. I didn't even have 3 muskets up. I was really pissed. So I think that partially contributed to my near loss in this. Look, he has his lightning. And that just cleaned out my muskets. Put the golem in front to get rid of and take care of those back troops. I fireball that because it was a good value. My executioner musketeer going crazy due to the rage. Great rage spell. Loving the lumberjack in that aspect. Because once he drops that rage, everyone behind him just gets crazy. He lightnings all that. That was annoying, man. And to my surprise, I lost damage. He didn't. That kind of made me also pissed off. Golem down. At this point, sort of like a stalemate. Even if it was a stalemate, he would win because he has a lightning. So, that's that. Try to get rid of this golem as quick as possible. Getting rid of the Night Witch with my minions. That was a bit of a tongue twister there. Fireball. Good stuff. Golem in front. Trying to squeeze it between both of their executioners. My god. Lumberjack. Pushing the golem. I'm zapping the tombstone. Well, I zapped the tombstone, but that wasn't really needed, was it? 2 executioners going. Ham. Well, 1 now. Boom. Tower is gone. And he lightnings all those muskets. That was annoying. So, working on the... That was my mistake. My executioner, I couldn't... If that executioner was placed on the right-hand side, I think I would have not lost that tower. But I did it on the left side. Sorry, switch that up. Executioner on the left, but I put it on the right. So that messed it up. So as a result, I lost the tower. But he did use lightning, so I just put 3 muskets over there. 'Cause, why not? And then Gollum in front. There you go. He still needs to cycle back to his tombstone. There you go. He lightnings all that, I believe. There you go. Yep, he does. And the rage just can't stop. I'm just spamming at this point, hoping to get all units in the rage. Fireballing for the love of God. Just spamming, trying to make sure he doesn't come up with another attack. Fireball. Fireball. Nope, I don't think I fireballed. Oof. Boom. Muskets in the center for the win. Oof. So, whenever you're in a tight spot, try putting muskets in the center if you have a tower down and if they have a tower down. It really works, catches them off guard. And if you can catch them at a time where they don't have much elixir, you're pretty much Gucci. Okay. I'll go quite quick on this one. 4 times. But essentially, moral of the story: don't bring elixir collectors. You don't need it. This was this guy's mistake. He wasted 6 elixir for each collector. There's no point in it. And meanwhile, I was just snowballing the attack. I was just going ham. So nothing much there. Run of the mill. Don't bring an elixir collector, man. That's not necessary, especially with 3 times elixir. That's just insane. Don't want to bore you too much. I'll show that last battle. 2 more battles, and then I think we'll call it a night. Don't want to make this too long, right? Run of the mill. Tornado makes it really annoying, so you just gotta bite your teeth through that. And he had an lightning spell as well, so that took care of my muskets, and a graveyard. So with the graveyard, make sure you use your minion horde, not minion horde, your 3 elixir minions, because they clean house pretty well, actually, if I do say so myself. Thankfully, my break here was that his lightning only caught one of my musketeers. He missed the other 2. So that saved me, partially. So at this point, I got both of his towers down a bit, but I still have a tower down. And he, diverted my lumberjack to the left-hand side. And, yeah. At this point, I'm sort of regaining the upper hand again, thanks to the rage spells, which are helping quite a lot. So, lumberjack MVP. Totally MVP. So at this point, I was I can't stop his push, right? Because he has a full golem going on. He has a witch, and 3 muskets will get wiped out because I believe he had his lightning spell also ready. So at this point, I was like, 3 muskets? Let's put in the center because I only have 5 seconds left. My tower cannot go down because I also have a zap. So there you go, just cleans it out. And time saves my life. if I still had time, if time was still running, I would have been screwed. Okay, this is against... Oh, never mind. That was the last match. Lucky guys. Lucky for you. Okay, so if you do want to join the clan, just join the clan. 5k donations minimum, and we expect you to do well on clan chest. Just a small plug. We've never gone less than a 10 out of 10 for clan chests, by the way. So that's that. So there you go. Hope you guys win a lot of gold. 100k gold is a huge economical boost. That's why I made this video in the first place and explained it through the battles I had. The first time, when it was a free try, I went 0 and 3 because I was still trying to figure out the dynamics and what to, the deck and whatnot. And I spent another 100 gems and eventually came up with this deck. So if you don't have the Lumberjack, obviously substitute with a P.E.K.K.A, but a Lumberjack is ideal due to his Rage ability. And yeah, if you have any other questions, let me know in the comments. So, uh, I once again, I usually don't do these videos only if I do well on a challenge, and I want to show you guys how to beat that said challenge. So thank you all for watching, and peace. Long video, my god, 30 minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace.